Partly sunny to mostly cloudy skies allowed us to stay warm once again for this afternoon, but we did have to deal with some scattered rain and storms. The majority of them look to have stayed away from our time lapse of indigo sky just outside of Seneca, Missouri. So while this area was dry, we did have a couple of showers sneaking from the south during the morning hours, and then a scattering of afternoon thunderstorms mainly along and east of the US 69 corridor. That's where we saw the bulk of any scattered thunderstorms today, and that's where the bulk of the rainfall has been. The average of about 0.2 of an inch right along the I-49 corridor, from minor amounts in McDonald County, and then you see the amounts really ramp up in Vernon County, where the weather estimates suggest anywhere from 4 to 5 inches in a couple of spots, and that's actually where we now have a flash flood warning for northeastern parts of Vernon County, from the Nevada over to Horton, Shell City, and just outside of Montevallo until 1 o'clock in the morning. We'll get these remaining showers and even a couple of thunderstorms out of here. In fact, I think that's the only one left on the board. That's going to fizzle away while we turn our attention to this batch of thunderstorms ahead of our next storm system. That's one to keep an eye on as we go through the overnight. At least in Joplin, we are sitting quiet with 65 degrees, a south breeze at 7, keeping that humidity quite high at 87%. We're sitting mainly in the mid-60s across much of the region, a couple of upper 60s though, from Yates Center down to Fredonia and even down toward Independence and Newata. We'll drop back into the upper 50s to near 60 with the cloud cover still in place while we keep an eye on this storm system out to the west. The one that gave us a few showers and scattered storms today, actually producing some severe weather across parts of the deep south. That storm system continues to stay away from us, keeping any severe threats away from us. But our focus for the next day and a half will be this cold front working in and this upper low coming out of Utah. Both of them will work together to kick off potentially some strong to severe storms by this time tomorrow night and going into Tuesday. So as we take you through the future track, it's picking up on those storms out to the west very well, and we will continue to see these gradually weaken as they work across central Kansas. However, there is a slim chance before we hit sunrise, here is 6 a.m., some of those decaying showers and maybe a couple of storms might work into southeast Kansas, but they should not be too strong and certainly shouldn't be severe. Something we'll watch, though, as everyone else drops back into the upper 50s to near 60 in the morning. I think we'll see partly sunny skies to start the afternoon. Then as that next cold front rolls in, we will have to keep an eye on the front, because if moisture can overcome warm air aloft, we could see some scattered storms develop late in the afternoon. 58 in the morning, 75 by noon, highs around 80. But once we get into the evening, as that main upper wave kicks in, we'll see a better shot for strong to severe storms scattered, with one cluster wanting to clip our southern counties along and south of I-44. And then an overnight batch of strong to severe storms. And again, these could pack a low severe threat. So far, the main risk, the low risk for that matter, is pretty much right along and south of the I-44 corridor for as early as 5 o'clock tomorrow evening to about 3 a.m. Tuesday. Hail, wind, and heavy rainfall. I think those are the biggest threats, but can't rule out some heavy rainfall and maybe a very low chance of a tornado. All things that we'll keep an eye on as we go through Monday and Tuesday's rain and storm chances. But we go from 80 tomorrow to 60 on Tuesday. We're dry Wednesday with highs near 66. Then, even though we warm up by the end of the week, Mike, we'll just have more rain chances lining up.
Looks like a wild week coming up. Maybe I should just stay inside. All right, thanks again, Nick.